morning, Pastor Steve here. Hebrews chapter 10, verses 5 through 10. The writer says, "Therefore, when he came into the world, he said, 'Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but a body you prepared for me. And burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin you had no pleasure. Then I said, Behold, I have come. In the volume of the book it is written of me, to do your will, O God.' Previously saying, Sacrifice and offering, burnt offerings and offerings for sin you did not desire, nor had pleasure in them, which are offered according to the law. Then he said, Behold, I have come to do your will, O God. He takes away the first, that he may establish the second. By that will we have been sanctified through the offering of the body of Jesus Christ once for all." He said, the quotation here is taken from the Hebrew, the Greek translation of the Old Testament, and it was mostly what was used in the first century. It shows that Jesus declared that the Old Covenant sacrifices weren't sufficient, and he willingly came to offer the perfect sacrifice under the New Covenant. More animal sacrifices made under the law couldn't please God. Instead, what pleased God could only come through Jesus, the incarnate Son of God. Jesus' submission to God the Father and to his will led him to the cross. The desire to do God's will was really shown, remember, in the Garden of Gethsemane, that awful prayer, beautiful prayer on that scandalous night, "Thy will be done." The sacrifice of Jesus was determined before the foundation of the world, 1 Peter 1:20 and Revelation 13:8 say. But it was still an act of his will to submit to the cross at the appointed time. And by that will we have been sanctified through the offering of the body of Jesus Christ. Our being set apart, that's what sanctified is founded on the will of Jesus, not on my will. It's founded on the offering of Jesus, not on my own offering or my sacrifices for God. It's done once and for all. There are important words in this passage, and the writer to the Hebrews repeats the same theme over and over and over again, once for all. I watched a video on YouTube recently, and a little girl had been fostered by the same home for a long time. And in this clip, the family had her open this gift, and inside was a paper showing that she had been adopted. Maybe in the past, she had thought she would come to an end of her stay at some time. But that day, with tears of joy and deep sobbing of love, she knew she had found her forever family. That is what Jesus, doing God's will, did for us. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.